rise to second the motion moved by Senator Dino Melai that the Senate do receive the report of the Committee on FCT on all the following House bills for concurrence. I so second. I remain Oluremi Tunubu from Lagos Central Senatorial District. I rise to move the motion for the need to ensure affordable and accessible mental health care for Nigerians. And we'll discover that throughout the events of today, we've heard about one unhappy situation or the other. And I will take this motion from the angle of the fact that I'll take it from the angle of our youth, of the problems plaguing our youth today, which has to deal with unemployment, rate of unemployment, the inability to make ends meet, and to provide for themselves. And there's a popular saying that said, hope deferred makes the heart sick. And it is from this that I believe that most of our youth are going through a lot, not only mentally, but emotionally as well. We see some of our youth also in unhappy situation with, in the case of domestic violence, which is quite rampant amongst our youth today. So the Senate is worried about the rising spate of suicide and suicide attempts in Nigeria. And Senate also notes that Nigeria was ranked 78th happiest nation in the world and 4th in Africa in the 2015 World Happiness Report. Notes further that the report published in March 2017 rates Nigeria as 95th happiest nation out of 155 countries. The Senate is concerned that suicide and its attendant causes, namely depression, social and economic problems, low self-esteem, traumatic experiences, physical and emotional abuse, substance abuse, bullying, etc. are not alien to Nigerians. Further concerned that societal ills, economic difficulty, crime rates, etc., which are prevalent in Nigeria, are sufficient to send anyone over the edge. The Senate is saddened that in spite of the dominant pressure of this suicide catalyst, Nigeria's mental health support system is barely existent. Further saddened that access to mental health specialists is expensive and almost nearly out of reach of the poor and middle-class citizens. The effect is that where pressure becomes overbearing for these persons, they attack people around them or attempt to take their own lives. The Senate is concerned that the incidences of these suicides are made worse by lack of attention and the belief that depression and other personality and mental disorders are the white man's sickness and thus does not affect Nigerians. Senate is saddened to remember the case of Ario Taiwo, who posted on Facebook indicating that he had a few hours left to live. Instead of his post being seen as a plea for help, comments in response mocked and encouraged him. He was said to have taken his life a few hours later. The Senate is reminded that the well-being of citizens is the primary duty of government. It is mindful that accessibility of mental health care will also ensure that the teeming number of psychology and psychiatry graduates across the country can put their knowledge to use and be gainfully employed. The Senate accordingly resolves to 1. Urge the Ministry of Health at state, federal and state levels to embark on mental health sensitization and awareness campaign. 2. Urge the Ministry of Health at all levels to set up free and accessible mental health stations in all government-owned hospitals and clinics across Nigeria. And 3, urge the citizenry to look out for possible symptoms of unhappiness, depression, etc., and to seek professional help where necessary. And I believe that we as Nigerians should realize that all this situation is very prevalent and all around us. We see that most Nigerians find it difficult to make ends meet, and we as good citizens should always learn to be our brother's keeper. On this note, I want to thank Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues for allowing me to move this motion. Thank you.